whispers in the sky, threads of light where stars align.
Dear family of light, today we will talk about love and compassion and the relationship between true perception and those two concepts. We need, first of all, to have a true perception of what reality is. In order to see what is, you need to take out the judge from your life. If you want to really see nature, you have to observe it in silence, not with a preconceived idea, not with a judgment that says, oh, this is right, this is wrong, etc. Because when you see, for example, a nature documentary, you will not say, oh, this animal should not kill the other, etc. You just watch it and you accept what is. So the same goes for everything else, for the relationship between human beings, for example, the things that human beings do, even if you judgment are right or wrong, but if you want to really see the reality, you have to have a clear mind, a mind that doesn't have the baggage of belief system, of fears, of sense of separation, of entitlement, of struggles, and a mind that is not hurt, because when you are hurt, then you are hurting others, of course, but you are hurt because there is a sense of separation, and so there are things that hurt you. We grow up children, sadly enough, in a way that with 6, 7 years they are already hurt, and so they start to hurt other children, etc., etc. So the first step is true perception. So observe the reality as it is, no interference with the mind, and then out of that true perception, you can explore what we called, and in this channel, and now is a terminology that is spreading in the web and in the world, the 4D and 5D consciousness. Because remember, the 3D consciousness is based in fear, in separation, and the 4D is unconditional love. But you cannot cultivate love. People, they say, oh, you should be more lovable, you have to cultivate love. This is completely wrong. You cannot whatsoever cultivate love. Love can bloom only if your mind is clear. If you have all the baggage of fear, disappointment, you feel hurt, how you can possibly love? That's impossible. There is no way. So first of all, you have to clear your mind and understand that all this baggage that you carry around just comes from your parents, comes from your teacher, from the school, from the priest, from religion. So you have to throw away all that because that's the past. And if there is past, there is memory. And if there is memory, then you cannot really see what is. You just see an image of a thing according to your past. This is especially true, for example, in couple relationship. And I say relationship here, even if most of the time there is no relationship whatsoever. In order to have a truly a meaningful relationship with another human being, you don't need an image. You cannot have an image. An image means, oh, this guy that I married or this woman that I married is as it was yesterday. And this is false. Suddenly this person, oh, but you don't eat this food anymore. Or you don't do this sport anymore. You don't like this movie anymore. You don't like this travel anymore. And then suddenly you wake up in the bed next to a stranger. But it is a stranger only because you're watching it from the past. So you have an image of this person and you maintain the image even if this person is changing every day. Or sometimes even in couple relationship, one of the two try to change constantly the other for what he thinks the better. And this is another recipe for disaster. So you have to throw away the image, then you can really love the other person. Then unconditional love can bloom, and your life become more compassionate. So again, compassion is also born out of perception and of course out of unconditional love. Compassion is the recognition that the suffering of other human beings is your own suffering. The struggle of other human beings is your own struggle. The war that you see outside between countries is your own war. There is a war inside yourself. Maybe there is a war between what you want to be and what you are. Accept what you are. You are aggressive, you are jealous, you are angry, you are sad. Whatever you are, I don't care, but accept what is. Because if you try and you push to be something that you are not, because religion tell you that you need to be a better man or you need to do this and do that, this is also a recipe for disaster. And you will end up very, very unhappy. So therefore, compassion is acceptance. And also unconditional love is total acceptance of what is. You accept other human beings as they are. You don't try to change them. And you don't try to change reality. But you can impact reality when you are in total peace with yourself. Then you will have a tremendous effect on reality and people around you, but not because you push it, but because you are. And when you are what you are, without the mask, without protecting yourself, without the shield, then you will have an enormous impact around you. And you cannot be compassionate because you go to Africa to save children, for example, which is a good action. I mean, better than drinking alcohol, better than staying in a toxic relationship. I agree with that. But you will not awaken because you are going to help children in Africa. Because most of the time this action comes from the 3D consciousness. It doesn't come from true perception. It comes from, this is wrong what we are doing to these poor children and I go to save the world. Save the world. You cannot even save yourself. And you think you can save the world. Sorry, you cannot. Save yourself first, and then maybe you will help the world to save itself. No? So compassion it blooms out of this understanding, the understanding of what you are, the understanding of the reality as it is with no filter. This is very important to understand because this makes really your life much better and more peaceful. So this is everything for today. I wish you a lot of love and light. And for now, be at peace, be at peace.
Silver whispers in the sky, threads of light where stars align.